Hi, in this video I'm going to show you step by step how we can set up Active Directory auditing so you can keep track of user logins, failed logins, group changes such as new domain admins and other types of changes within your Active Directory environment. Let's go. Okay, so I'm now logged in on my domain controller and I've opened up Active Directory Group Policy Management from Tools within Server Manager. And then from here, I'm going to create a new GPO. So let's call it AD Auditing. Right, so now I'm going to want to edit it. So right click, and we're going to want to browse the local computer configuration. I'm going to go Policies, Windows Settings, and then Security Settings, and Local Policies, and Audit Policy. So these are the events that we can enable for auditing. So first one is going to be Audit Account Logon Events. So what this will do, this will audit account logon events are generated whenever a computer validates the credentials of an account which is authoritative. So we can enable this for both success logons and failure logon events. And next we're going to do audit logon events. So this is a security setting determines whether the OS audits each instance of a user attempting to log on to or log off this computer. Log off events are generated whenever a logged on user account logon session is terminated. So again, we can enable this for success and failure. So that's all our logon events now enabled. So another one, let's have a look at audit account management. So this is a good one. So whenever a user account or group is created, changed or deleted, a user account is renamed, disabled or enabled, or a password policy is set or changed. So this we can define whether that change has been success or it's failed. So we'll enable that to monitor user changes. Audit directory service access. So we're going to enable this. And then the next one is audit object access. So this, we're going to set it to success and failure. Okay, so that is now basic auditing enabled for logon users who have been successful or if they've failed. And we're also going to audit any changes such as user changes, whether account is deleted, created, group changes. So another one is advanced audit policy configuration. Now this is when it starts getting interesting. So here we can audit all of these events. So you've got further audit logon events, account management. So we can further monitor computer account changes, security group management. What's this one? So this policy allows you to audit events generated by changes to security groups, such as a user security group is created, changed or deleted, a member is added or removed from a security group. So this is good if you want to monitor your domain admins. So we're going to add this one. This could be a good one. Detailed tracking, DC or DS access, log on, log off. So different type of log on, log off events. Object access. So maybe a file share, you want to audit your file shares. So this allows you to audit attempts to access a shared folder. Removable storage. Maybe you want to monitor USB devices. That's a good one. Policy changes. Privilege use. System. And global object access auditing. Okay, so I'm just going to stick to the basic events we enabled earlier. And now I'm going to enforce it. So now this is now being enforced across the domain. The reason why I enforce it is you might have some OUs further down that don't have the inheritance enabled, so they won't inherit any GPOs. This just enforces it, pushes it through those. So now I'm going to do a GP update force on the machine that I'm logged in. So this is going to talk to the domain controller and pull the latest updates. So all of your computers in the domain that over the next few hours will query the domain controller, look for the latest policy. So I think it's about 90 minutes or 2 hours it will take to force out. So now to do a test. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a user to the domain admins group. And we should have an event triggered. So let's just add a random user. Pick someone from the domain. So Abigail Robinson. So they're now domain admins. And then if we open up Event Viewer on the domain controller, Windows Log Security, if I refresh it, there we go. Abigail Robinson has been added to the domain admins group, and it was a success. So now this is running. You may find that you're going to have hundreds and hundreds of different events that you're going to be tracking in your event viewer log. So what I want to do, I want to show you a really easy way of how you can audit your Active Directory. And that is by using InfraSOS, which is our Active Directory and Office 365 reporting and auditing tool that comes with hundreds of different types of reports. So you click on Active Directory, and it's here we've got all these different types of reports. Let's have a look at new group, recently modified groups. So the last 24 hours report, and here we've got domain admins. So let's say you've got hundreds of different changes happening, you can filter it by group name. So group name equals domain admins, click save. And this filtering is good if you've got lots of records in the report, so you could filter it out. So if we click on, and you'll see Abigail Robinson has been added to the domain admins group. So another little feature is you could schedule these reports. So once a week, once a day, once a month, if you want to keep an eye on different types of group memberships in your Active Directory, you could schedule these reports to be sent to you. And also, depending on when you're watching this video, in around October, November 2025, we've got Active Directory alerting being released. So you can get real-time alerts on changes within Active Directory, such as new group memberships, new users being created, deleted, other types of change. So any types of changes with Active Directory, you've got real-time alerting coming. Right, thanks very much. I hope this video has helped on showing you all about Active Directory auditing. If you've got any questions, just leave a comment below, and thanks very much.